are in high spirits wherever you are. I am Dr. Bibian Ogwala, a lecturer in the Department of Languages, Faculty of Arts, National Open University of Nigeria. I am your online facilitator for the course ENG453 Language and National Development. Welcome to week 3 of your course. Last week in week 2, we learned about what language is, attributes of language, functions of language, and origin of language. We learned that language is a unique human attribute that distinguishes human beings from other animals. We use language in communication in the society. This week, we are going to be looking at knowledge of Nigerian language families. It is in Module 1, Unit 4 to 6 of your course material. Thank you. My email is bugwala@noun.edu.ng. If you have any question, kindly send me an email and I will respond promptly. Thank you. Week 3, Knowledge of Nigerian Language Families, Module 1, Units 4 to 6. There are many indigenous languages in Nigeria, about 520, according to scholars. So many foreign languages are making inroads in Nigeria. Many Nigerian languages are regarded as minor languages, while 3 are regarded as major languages. The major languages are classified not because they are better than the other languages, but because they cover a wider geographical location. And they also have many speakers. Hausa is in the north, Igbo in the east, and Yoruba in the south. Intended learning outcomes. At the end of this class, you should have a wide knowledge of the language situation in Nigeria, knowledge of the foreign languages in Nigeria and the roles they play in the country, knowledge of the language family Nigerian languages belong to. Activity 1. List the number of languages you can identify in your locality. You have to attempt this activity before proceeding to watch the remaining part of the video. Some of the foreign languages in Nigeria are English, French, Arabic, and Chinese. The English language is used in different areas in Nigeria. It is the official language for communication and it is the lingua franca. Part of the argument of using English as a lingua franca is because of its international advantages. It is used to teach, it is used in the courts, and it is used in government offices for communication. The foreign languages in Nigeria. 1. French. The French language does not command as much speakers as the English language does in Nigeria. Some of Nigeria's neighbors use French for communication. It is the lingua franca of Nigeria's immediate African neighbors. Thus, for easy interaction among the ECOWAS countries, the French language is made available to interested students who choose it as optional subject at the secondary schools in Nigeria. Arabic. The presence of Arabic language in Nigeria today is mainly due to religious and commercial reasons. The Muslims' official religious language is Arabic. The Muslim child begins early to learn the Arabic language, such that before he attains maturity, he is expected to master the basic prayers and rites that are offered in Arabic. Chinese. Chinese incursion into the Nigerian environment is a recent one. This accounts for the paucity of fluent speakers of the language in the country. Chinese language learning in Nigeria is facilitated by the Chinese government through the instrumentality of the Confucius centers situated in some Nigerian higher institutions. Many businessmen and women feel that knowledge of Chinese will facilitate their international business dealings in China. A survey of Nigerian language families. The indigenous languages in Nigeria fall under 3 language families. Family tree as a term emerged in the 19th century to capture the fact that languages that seem different from one another have a common source or origin. According to U 2010, the original form, proto of a language, is the source of modern language. Cognates provide important trace of relatedness of languages. Yule 2010 defines a cognate as a word in one language. For example, English, found in another language, German, that has a similar form and is or was used with a similar meaning. Cognates involve looking for the ancestral connection of two languages by locating similarities in certain words of different languages involved. Similarity in word sounds as well as in meaning entails a common ancestry of language. The language family tree teaches us the fact that modern people whose languages belong to the same language family tree have the same ancestors. For example, the word in Yoruba, okuta and okute in Igbo, have similar sound and they have more the same meaning. The changes that led to the noticed differences can be linked towards invasion and cultural transmission. Today, technology is increasing helping people coin new words and meaning. Proto-reconstruction. A proto-language or proto-word is the original language or original word from which other languages or similar words of other languages diversified. Proto-reconstruction entails the process by which cognates are deconstructed in order to discover the original word of the proto-language that metamorphosed into different words of different languages. Yule 2010 identifies comparative reconstruction as the procedure for doing this. They are: 1. Majority principle. One looks out for a sound that appears more in the cognates. 2. The most natural development principle assumes that certain types of sound change are common, whereas others are extremely. Nigerian language family trees. The Afroasiatic languages, examples are Chadic languages, Arabic, ancient Egyptian, and languages of Ethiopia. In Nigeria, the Chadic languages are majorly found in the northern part of the country with about more than 70 languages such as Hausa, Bura, Higi, Bade, and so on. The Niger Congo. The Niger Congo and the Cordofonian are the two subfamilies of the Niger Cordofonian family. While Cordofonian can be found in central Sudan, the Niger Congo is well spread all over the continent with a reach that covers most of the southern part of Africa. The Niger Congo family of languages is further divided into the following: Mande, West Atlantic, Kru, Go, Kwa, Adamawa Eastern, and Benue, Congo. Nilo-Saharan languages. The Nilo-Saharan languages cover a number of languages spoken in Chad, Libya, Niger, Central Sudan, Nigeria, and the Central African Republic, and so on and so forth. It is the least spoken language family in Africa. In Nigeria, Kanuri is the major Nilo-Saharan language. Another example is the Dendi, spoken in Kwara and Kebbi states. The language isolates. A language isolate is an unclassified language belonging to no known language family of the world. It is a language family of its own belonging to that family alone because it resembles no other language around the world. The Jala or Sentum language, spoken among the Cham in the Gombe area of northeastern Nigeria, is Nigeria's single language isolate, according to Claire Hofer, 2001. Analysis of Jala shows that it is unrelated to any other language in the world. Language and society. Language exists in the society. It is used for communication and it is used for so many other reasons. Certain social events may bring about change in language because humans use language to capture social realities. So language can also influence social change. Language and culture contact. When two languages come in contact, there is bound to be contact of the two different cultures. For instance, English is used in Nigeria, and we see the foreign culture coming to interact with our culture. The way we talk, we try to speak like the white man, we try to do some things the way they do it. This is a typical example of culture contact. When a language adopts features of another language, we say that borrowing has occurred. Borrowing finds its usefulness in expressing some aspects of human reality which a language lacks words in. It is also one of the major ways of enriching a language and power. According to Norse 1990, language is an important factor in the maintenance of power, and an understanding of power relations is important in tracing the history of a language. Law's position takes into account the fact that holders of power often impose their language choice on the general populace. For instance, we remember Nigeria was colonized by the British, and so they imposed their language on us. That is why we are using English, the official language, the language of the Britons. When British colonial forces held political power in Nigeria, they made sure that English was the dominant language and technology. Different social media platforms have impact on language use. Language superiority. The assumption that certain languages are superior to others is false. All languages are equal as they are adequate in capturing the reality of the environment in which they emerged. Activity 2. Write 10 words of English borrowed into our Nigerian languages.